they don't they're never scared of these things. They see a Yeti, they show their kids it's doing their own thing. The Yeti never messes with them. They never mess with it. They don't run, they don't scream, they don't do anything. They have zero fear of these creatures, right? None, right? To them, these Yeti are sacred. They say that, they're spiritual in nature. We'll get into that in a second, but they paint them as mystic, wise, obviously powerful. There's a 12-foot, 16-foot tall, whatever, right? And they say that these things have some type of precognitive ability that they always see you before you see them.
Or you see them.
And that makes perfect sense, man. You know what I mean? And so they say they have the ability to interpret your intentions, right? They can see through you. The Tibetans think that these Yetis can see through you, right?
Right.
And what they mean by that is that, if you're a good person or you're a bad person, they will know and they will handle you accordingly, right? There's been reports too, man, of people not seeking Shangri-La but getting lost, and these Yetis have saved them. They physically have saved them from snow. Look, that ain't hiking the white trail up in the mountains, right? You get lost up there. You're done. And they're not gonna. No one's gonna look for you. They're not gonna come find you. Yeah, they're not gonna find you.
Yeah, they're gonna find you for like 100 years.
Yeah, man, that's right. And so
they found that one dude's foot up there.
Yeah, man, right.
100 years later.
Yeah, man. So they've been known to help people, man, to guide lost travelers, and the legend also tells that they are also they're very gentle with you. Where our Bigfoots will throw a rock at you or something like that, these creatures, they won't even do that. Unless they won't even do that. They won't even throw a rock at you. They're very gentle with. They'll come out and they'll try to. They will say that these people, these Tibetans, that if they don't want you to go somewhere, they'll just stand there. They'll just block. They'll just stand there. Several of them will stand there and just look at you and will just kind of like block you from like going in a certain direction. And if you get lost, they've been known to gently pick people up and like physically move them. Right? Yeah. And so, yeah, but that ain't all the story. Jay, tell them about that lake, dog.
The lake of 1,000 skeletons.
Yeah, right.
Right.
So,
where they have found people of all different places in Asia.
Yeah.
At the bottom of that thing.
Yeah.
And some of them skull fractures. Right? And so they were thinking it was either sacrificial, right? Or some sort of pit.
Yeah, ignore the people that lived there for 100,000 years, and then just go ahead and say, yeah, they must be some type of, because that's where your mind would go. Yeah, they must be ritually cracking people's heads open and chucking them into this lake. So there's a lake up there. I forget how far the lake is up it's up there, but there's a lake in that region, and they have found 800 to 1,000 skeletons in there. And so what you have is it leads into the other part where it says that the people who are not deemed worthy to go into Shangri-La, you get killed by a Yeti and he throws you in the lake, right? So so your three options are: you get in, spoiler alert, they'll never let you leave. Once you get in, you're never allowed to leave Shangri-La if you get in there, right?
But I mean, if it's Shangri-La, do you want to leave?
Yeah. I mean,
if it's all it's cracked up to be,
yeah,
I'm thinking I'm probably going to want to stay anyway.
Yeah. So if you get in, that's option number one. Right. So you make it. You get that Willy Wonka golden ticket, and you get.
They got streaming. They got Netflix.
And you get in there. Or number two, you weren't looking for it, and they know you weren't looking for it because they can see through you.
They just take you out.
And they'll just guide you down the mountain, right? If
they'll shoot you off.
Yeah, you get shoot off, right, in a gentle way. Or if you go up there with bad intentions in your heart and you're hell bent on getting in, and they don't think you're worthy, then you get the.
And they put you in the lake.
And they throw you in a lake, right? So, like,
yeah, it's a good warning to people with bad intentions, right?
I'm thinking like pause that for a second, like,
F around and find out.
But
in a literal sense.
I mean, like, is there something like a checklist,
I think when you
are my intentions
come
bad?
Are you going to punch a Yeti?
No, I'm about to get into Shangri-La.
I don't think they're good. I don't think you're getting into Shangri-La, but you're probably going to get guided down the mountain.
Yeah, I'm not an evil dude, man. So I don't think that I would deserve to get a head crack and tossed.
And you're not going there with. I think what they mean by intentions is if you're going up there with an elephant gun and you're going to hunt a Yeti.
Yeah, no, definitely that's not
right.
That. Yeah, no,
that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's probably how you end up in the lake.
Yeah,
if you go up there and you're just climbing and you got lost, they're probably going to put you on a saucer and send you down the hill.
Yeah, just help you get back down the hill. Well, I'm good with that, man. So now, so far what we've talked about is the mythos, right, Jay, about what it is, the mythology behind it.
The nice Yetis.
Yeah, and we've also
Yetis.
We've also talked about how the Tibetan people it's in their it's a mainstay in their culture, man. It is actually a cornerstone in their culture, right? Shangri-La, Yetis, the whole thing. But we haven't really given you any physical evidence about Shangri-La. So, but I actually, there is some physical evidence about Shangri-La, and it starts back around the 13th century. There was a kingdom founded in the area. It was called the Kingdom of Gouge, Guge, if I'm pronouncing that right?
Okay.
And it was put in such a remote area that people thought the person who founded the kingdom was like an idiot, right? Like there's no way this will thrive.
Subscribe now and turn on the notifications to join us on this extraordinary journey into the unknown.